recalibrating your tempos. Hey team, thanks for checking in for the next Kilograms Kilometers podcast. And today, just kind of touching on the idea of doing mid-season kind of fitness check-ins, and a lot of it is just based around it can be a hole to fall into, because we get concerned with the time, the score, the result, the end result, and then lose track of why we're actually doing that. And the key thing to remember is that from preseason to the end of the season, our fitness should be improving anyway, just because of the nature of the gameplay, right? That the match play, the match experience and workload, we can't replicate. We just simply can't replicate in your off-season training. And running intensity and those types of things, yes, but when you start to combine that with the contact and just the flow of the game, nothing compares to that. And so organically, the fitness is going to improve as the season goes on. Obviously, it's good to get accurate assessments of that, and so by testing in season, then we can kind of reorganize or update our target tempo runs or speeds if we're doing that in the gym as part of our extra conditioning, and then also just kind of see how things are recovering, right? So how whether you test on a Tuesday or Wednesday in between Saturday events or Saturday competitions, you see how you're recovering or how far off you are from the baseline or from where you're aiming to be. So that's what it's there for, right? To make sure that whatever you're doing in the next phase of the season or the second half of the season, that your running intensities are at the right pace, and that you're still kind of working in that progression to where you want to be by the end of the season. So that's what it's there for, right? And then Bronco is always a great one. Maybe even a 1 mile time trial, 800 meter repeat, something like that, with plenty of break in between. Don't need to go too extensive. At most, I personally wouldn't even recommend a 2 mile, just because it is going to be a little higher intensity, a little more pounding on an impact with the joints, and of course, if it's in season, certainly want to minimize that when we can. So at least with a Bronco with a 1200 meter shuttle, all right, you're 5-6 minutes, boom, and you're done. Again, even if it's a 1 mile time trial, but whatever it is, whatever metric you're using, kind of keep it around there. Even if you want to go to some repeat shuttles or something of that nature, that's fine. But again, keep it short, be consistent with it, and then recalibrate your training speeds and intensities for the second half of the season. So if you have any questions about that specifically, hit us up, let us know. Otherwise, we'll keep this week rolling, and let's keep working.